Thousands gather in Ferguson as Michael Brown was laid to rest earlier today. I'm Miranda, and that story tops your Newsmax Now update. The service comes after weeks of unrest and conflicts in Ferguson, Missouri, as many continue to claim the police shooting of Brown was racially motivated. Brown was killed on August 9th during a confrontation with a police officer named Darren Wilson after robbing a convenience store. 3 aides to President Obama joined Missouri Governor Jay Nixon, the Reverend Al Sharpton, and the family of Trayvon Martin in attendance. During the service, one family member said Brown's death is part of a bigger problem.
This generation stood up when all of this was occurring and said, we have had enough. We have had enough of seeing our brothers and sisters killed in the street.
And that was family member Eric Davis at the podium discussing the reaction to Brown's death. Brown's family calls for demonstrators to respect a day of silence so he can rest peacefully. Attorneys for Texas Governor Rick Perry want a judge to dismiss the charges against him. A grand jury indicted the Texas Republican earlier this month for abusing his powers after he asked a district attorney to resign following a DUI arrest. Perry vetoed her organization's funding when she refused. And another wildfire, take a look at this, tears through Northern California, forcing hundreds to flee their homes. The area's steep terrain is making it difficult for emergency responders to contain the flames. The blaze is the latest of a series of wildfires that have swept through the area as the drought continues. And it may be a while before U.S. troops can leave Afghanistan. The Pentagon just announced its formulated plans for U.S. forces to remain in the country should political disputes continue. This announcement comes as Afghanistan's presidential election continues to drag on. U.S. military officials maintain that troops will withdraw if a security agreement isn't signed. And Iraqi officials say a suicide bomber attacked a Shia mosque in Baghdad today. They say 12 people died in the blast as worshippers were leaving. At least 26 others are wounded. This comes as Iraq's new prime minister designate calls for Shia militias to concede to government control to front a tougher stance against Islamic State militants. I'm Miranda, and that was your latest Newsmax Now update. More coming your way in about 30 minutes.